Hello and welcome back to the channel and the final episode of the MRS project series. In this episode, I'm going to be putting all the kind of final touches, last pieces on, and hopefully driving this, starting the car up for the first time and basically completing the project. So let me stop talking and let's get to action. Now I'm going to put the front under panel back on, along with some new hardware. So let's get to it. Time lapse. Having the bumper covers sit in storage for, I don't know, a couple years, it gets a little bit of dirt caked onto them. Gonna wipe these off with some tiger's blood cleaner, and then wipe them off again with some infinite use detailed juice. Then they'll be kind of clean, easy to handle. I'm gonna mount probably under here so it's kind of out of the way. The kind of a quick plug connect for my battery tender. Looking under it at this angle, it's in pretty good shape. With some paint, it's kind of chipped off here. Do some time lapse of the cleaning. Try to put the battery tender port right about here. Let's find out. I think this will work. Kind of looks like it belongs there. All right, it's good enough for me. Let's put the bumper on. All the rest of it's from down below. Get this thing back up in the air. Now to do the same on the other side. Gonna put the bumper cover on. Got some new clips, new hardware. There we go. Done. This is the Four Uncles vacuum bleeder kit. Figured I'll try this out, change out the fluid. It's been a while. It should be pretty simple. This should just vacuum out the fluid. Once that's all out, there's another bottle that I put the fresh fluid in, and then I go right rear, right front, left front, and bleed everything. Good. I'm gonna test fit this bottle here. Seems like it'll be sturdy enough. Some people said that in the comments or in the reviews that it was like too loose or something. It wouldn't stay up. That doesn't seem like it'd be too loose. I'll put some RBF 600 in here. Alright, this took almost 1 liter. Like, I guess if I went maybe all the way to the very top, it would have held a liter. See how liquid tight it is. Seems pretty good. Guess those statements about it being kind of loose are accurate. It does seem a little unstable. Should rest there against the firewall just fine. Alright, let's open this thing up. And it should start filling. I'm going to make sure this stops filling like it's supposed to once the fluid gets to a certain level. Yeah, I'm going to stop that there. It just kept filling up. It wasn't stopping. Fantastic. I'm going to leave it like that for now and start bleeding some fluid, and I'll just keep an eye on it. Got this little suction or general purpose all fit thing here. Got my wrench on to start to crack open the valve. Probably get the suction going, then crack open the valve. And then be bleeding this until I can see a change in the fluid color. You can see the fluid coming down. This moves pretty quick. Oh, and it's an air hog. This thing uses a lot of air. All right, so I can tell that we've gotten through the old fluid. You can see the separation here, the 2 different colors. This is the dirty old fluid. You can see the new fluid's made its way in. So the line all the way to here is good. This is not as simple as they make it seem. The filler isn't automatic. You have to kind of monitor that while this is doing its thing. It's not a big deal. It can still do it one person, but for what this thing costs, it should work a lot better. Also, this little bracket here that's meant to keep it in place is really weak. It like barely holds it down, but holds it down enough, I guess. So, well, I'm gonna rinse and repeat, and then we'll finish this off. I'm not gonna record doing all the other ones. I already put the bleeder cap back on to keep debris out of there. Putting some OEM hardware in here. I believe that's the way it goes in. Put these into the light. And then this little peg goes in here. Pop it in. These go down right like that. And then 2 screws going into brand new hardware. Looking good. Taillights. Time to put these back in. For once, this extra bar on this lift is actually helping rather than being a obstruction. Seat everything just right. Alright, I was able to get it mounted. Just about the last thing. All right, we're going to be replacing this timing chain tensioner, and also it's going to get a new OEM O-ring, some new nuts. If these studs back out, I have replacement studs for that too. Looks like someone tried to repair this with some RTV in the past, and definitely didn't work because there's the infamous 1ZZ oil leak all over this. Nothing sucks worse than all this work putting into the thing, putting into this engine, getting the engine in, everything running, and then finding out you have an oil leak right away. I'm going to clean up first, and then I'll remove the nuts. Before I remove the existing tensioner, stuffed a little rag down there to catch the oil because I just finished cleaning all that up. There will be a little bit of oil jammed up in it. Yeah, clearly someone tried to fix this before, and they just jammed a bunch of RTV in there and hope for the best. Clearly didn't work. Okay, torqued. Now to reset that spring. We'll gear it. Now we go the other way and we should hear it spring out. There we go. Now for the final touch, I'm going to install the LT short antenna. This is the last piece of the current stage of the build. It's been a long journey. I still need to wash the car, but I want to get the antenna on first so there's no water getting into the threads. It goes on just as easily. As that, and looks amazing. Well, aside from washing it, I got to drive it and then really tune the engine. It runs now and it's got decent enough tune to where it's safe, but I want to like really get some more power, still reliable, make sure I've got my boost setting correct, little things like that. But overall, project is complete. Over the past several months, I didn't think I was ever going to get to this point at sometimes. Like, I always saw it down the road, but it's finally here. So I'm definitely happy. There's still things I'm going to do to the car, but those are part of future projects. And I'll do those kind of one at a time. And I may just do like quick videos on each of those as they come.
And here we are. The project is actually complete. The car runs. I still need to finish tuning and kind of chase a few gremlins here and there. Probably not going to do videos on those just because it's sort of ongoing and it's not a lot of kind of interesting stuff. I may post a few things that, you know, I'm trying, you know, here and there. I might post some stuff around the tuning process. I'm using Copilot for the Apex and an Apexi PFC. As usual, be sure to like and subscribe. Next videos that I'll be posting, there'll be some more on this car. A lot of the stuff I post is car related, sometimes video games, or 3D printing, or a mix of those, as you kind of saw in some of the previous videos here. But yeah, ring the bell, because now that the series is over, I don't know if I'll have the same every Tuesday posting schedule. So that way you'll get notified when new videos are posted. And with that, thanks so much for following along in this journey. And as always, thanks for watching.